The heart of Manhattan, usually buzzing with taxis and tourists, is now the arena for a cosmic showdown of epic proportions. Morg the Executioner, former Herald of Galactus, has arrived, and he's not here to sightsee. His double-bladed cosmic axe, crackling with raw, universe-ending power, carves through the morning air, aims squarely at one Jennifer Walters, the sensational She-Hulk. But Jen isn't your average bruiser. With a graceful leap that defies her powerful frame, she sidesteps the glowing blade, landing with a ground-shaking thud that sends cracked spiderwebbing across the pavement. A grin plays on her lips. "Hey, pal," she calls out, dusting off her shoulder. "Didn't you see the signs? There are strict cosmic zoning violations for swinging that thing around here. The paperwork alone would be a nightmare." Morg roars in frustration. He's a being of immense power, accustomed to planets trembling before him, not a green-skinned lawyer quoting city ordinances. He swings again, faster this time, a wide horizontal arc meant to cleave a skyscraper in two. She-Hulk ducks under it, the wind from the blade whipping her dark hair across her face. "Also," she adds, popping back up, "that's at least 3 moving violations and reckless endangerment of a hot dog stand. I'm pretty sure that cart has landmark status." This isn't just a physical fight for She-Hulk, it's a mental one. Every quip, every legalistic taunt is a carefully aimed jab at Morg's pride. He's pure, unadulterated rage and power, while she's a unique fusion of brute strength and razor-sharp intellect. Morg unleashes a furious combo, his axe a blur of deadly energy. He's trying to overwhelm her, to crush her with sheer force. But Jen is a master of controlled power. She weaves and dodges, her movements a dance of superhuman agility. She's not just avoiding the strikes, she's studying them. She's analyzing his form, his rhythm, the very energy pulsing from his weapon. She sees the subtle shift in his stance before each swing, the slight tremor in his grip when he channels more power. It's like cross-examining a hostile witness. You let them talk, you let them get angry, and you wait for them to slip up. And Morg, blinded by his fury, is getting sloppy. His attacks become more predictable, fueled by ego rather than strategy. He expects his targets to cower, to break. He doesn't know how to handle an opponent who's laughing at him. With another furious bellow, Morg raises the axe high for a devastating overhead chop. The weapon glows with intense, fiery energy, hot enough to melt the asphalt around his feet. This is it, the finishing blow he's been building towards. But in that split second, as the axe reaches the apex of its arc, Jen sees it. A tiny, almost imperceptible hairline fracture near the haft of one of the blades. It's a flaw, a weakness, a result of a previous battle on a forgotten world, or perhaps a defect in its cosmic creation. To anyone else, it would be invisible, but to Jen's sharp eyes, it shines like a beacon. Her playful smirk vanishes, replaced by a look of intense focus. This is her opening. The time for jokes is over. As the axe plummets down with the force of a falling star, She-Hulk doesn't dodge. She doesn't back away. She plants her feet, bends her knees and braces herself. This is a gamble, a huge one. But Jennifer Walters has never been one to back down from a calculated risk, in the courtroom or on the battlefield. The citizens watching from behind shattered windows hold their breath. The city falls silent, waiting for the inevitable impact. The sound is deafening, a high-pitched shriek of cosmic energy meeting gamma-irradiated flesh. Instead of being split in two, She-Hulk catches the blade. Bare-handed, her palms sizzle, green smoke rising from her skin, but her grip is unbreakable. The force of the blow sends a shockwave rippling out for blocks, shattering every remaining window and setting off a symphony of car alarms. Morg stares in disbelief, his eyes wide. No one has ever stopped his axe like this. He tries to pull it back, but Jen's grip is like a vice. "You know," she says, her voice a low growl, her muscles straining. "In legal terms, this is what we call material misrepresentation. You present this as an unbreakable cosmic weapon, but I'm seeing a clear manufacturing defect." With a tremendous roar of effort, she pushes back. The stress on the weapon intensifies. The tiny fracture begins to glow, spreading like a crack in ice. Morg feels a vibration run up the axe's haft, a feedback loop of raw power he can't control. He's poured too much of himself into this one strike, and now it's trapped. "Let's talk about liability," Jen grunts, her green skin now glowing with a furious, pulsating light. All the kinetic energy from Morg's attack, all that cosmic power, is being absorbed, channeled, and amplified by her unique gamma physiology. She's a living battery, and she's just been fully charged by her opponent. Before Morg can even process what's happening, she surges forward, still holding the axe. It's not a punch, it's not a kick. It's pure, unadulterated, gamma-infused justice. She drives her forehead directly into his, a devastating headbutt that echoes like a thunderclap. The impact is catastrophic. Morg's mind whites out. Stars explode behind his eyes. Real ones, not cartoon ones. He stumbles backward, his connection to the cosmic power severing. He's dazed, disoriented, his power source now his greatest liability. The energy trapped within his axe has nowhere to go. It's a feedback loop on the verge of a catastrophic meltdown. Jen sees her final move, the perfect legal loophole to end this conflict. It's brilliant, it's audacious, and it's pure She-Hulk. Under the principle of res ipsa loquitur, the thing speaks for itself, this weapon is clearly a public menace, Jen declares, her voice booming with power and authority. And as an officer of the court and a concerned citizen, I'm authorized to use reasonable force to contain the threat. With another mighty heave, she twists the captured axe. She's not trying to break it anymore. She's aiming it. She pivots, using Morg's own momentum against him, and points the malfunctioning, energy-overloaded blade right back at its wielder. The defendant will now receive his own redirected energy, she announces. With a final, focused push of her gamma power, she shoves the axe, and Morg, away from her. The unstable weapon, now free, acts like a magnet. The cosmic energy it contains arcs violently, not outward, but inward, straight back to its master. Morg cries out as his own power engulfs him, wrapping him in a blinding cocoon of light. It doesn't destroy him, but it neutralizes him completely, short-circuiting his connection to the power cosmic and leaving him drained and powerless on the ruined street. The blinding light fades, leaving behind the smell of ozone and burnt asphalt. Morg lies in a heap, defeated, his once mighty axe clattering to the ground beside him, now inert and powerless. The hairline fracture has spread across the entire blade, rendering it useless. The battle is over. Sirens wail in the distance, growing closer. She-Hulk stands over her fallen opponent, taking a deep breath. She shakes her hands, which are already healing, the smoked skin regenerating back to its vibrant green. She looks down at the chaos, the craters, the collateral damage. With a sigh, she picks up a piece of rubble. Well, that's going to be a fun insurance claim to file. She turns, a hint of her signature smirk returning to her face as she gives a little wave to the cheering onlookers peeking out from their hiding spots. Another day, another cosmic threat, handled with a unique combination of brains, brawn, and a deep understanding of legal precedent. Now, if she can just make it back to the office in time for her 4 o'clock deposition. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this battle breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more epic comic book showdowns. See you next time.